Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Electrical Power Transmission course. Today I am going to explain aluminium conductor and ACSR conductor applications in overhead transmission line. In this lecture I will discuss why aluminium conductor is widely used in the overhead transmission line. I will discuss the comparison between aluminium and copper with their merits and demerits. In the end, I will discuss how the issue of conductivity and tensile strength in aluminium conductor is solved by using steel core in the aluminium conductor known as aluminium conductor steel reinforced. It may be noted that aluminium conductor is also known as AAC, abbreviated as all aluminium conductor, or hard drawn aluminium conductor. Just look at the figure which shows that aluminium conductor has total 13 electrons. Among them it has 3 electrons in its outer shell. It means that aluminium conductor has smaller conductivity compared to copper conductor. At this stage it is better here to discuss the comparison of aluminium with copper in the form of table as shown here. Just look at the table which shows that the conductivity of aluminium is 61%, whereas the copper has conductivity of 97.4%. This shows that copper is superior in terms of conductivity over aluminium. Now the specific gravity of aluminium is 2.703 gram per centimeter cube, whereas copper has a specific gravity of 8.89 gram per centimeter cube. This shows that specific gravity of copper is extremely high, even more than 3 times to that of aluminium. Due to this high specific gravity, the copper conductor weight will be very high, which requires poles and towers of greater strength in order to carry its weight. This will further increase the total cost of the transmission line. Therefore, in terms of specific gravity, aluminium is superior. Now consider the case of tensile strength. The tensile strength of aluminium is 16.21 kg per millimeter square, whereas copper has tensile strength of 35.47 kg per millimeter square. Therefore, copper has higher tensile strength compared to aluminium. Now consider the case of coefficient of linear expansion. The coefficient of linear expansion of aluminium is 2.3 into 10 raised to power minus 5 per degree centigrade, whereas coefficient of linear expansion of copper is 1.7 into 10 raised to power minus 5 per degree centigrade. This shows that aluminium has higher degree of linear coefficient. It means that sag in aluminium conductor will be higher compared to copper at the same rise in temperature. For better understanding, just recall the 4 important properties required for conductor materials to be used for overhead transmission line from the previous lecture. Those 4 properties were: number 1, high electrical conductivity; number 2, high tensile strength; number 3, low cost; number 4, low specific gravity. In the previous lecture, we discussed that copper succeeded to fulfill the first 2 properties and failed to fulfill the third and fourth property. On the other hand, if we consider the aluminium, it is observed that aluminium succeeded to fulfill the third and fourth property of low cost and low specific gravity, but failed to fulfill the requirement of high conductivity and high tensile strength. Or in other words, aluminium is cheap and light as compared to copper. However, it has much smaller conductivity and tensile strength. The relative comparison of the two materials is again briefly explained below. As we know that the conductivity of aluminium is 61% that of copper, therefore the smaller conductivity of aluminium means that for any particular transmission efficiency, the cross-sectional area of the conductor must be large in aluminium than in copper. Now to make the conductivity equal to aluminium, we have to increase the area of the aluminium conductor. For the same resistance, the diameter of the aluminum conductor is about 1.26 times the diameter of copper conductor. It means that when diameter of the aluminum conductor is increased to 1.26 times, then the conductivity of aluminum becomes equal to copper conductor. The increased cross-section of aluminum exposes a greater surface to wind pressure, and therefore supporting towers must be designed for greater transverse strength. This often requires the use of higher towers with consequence of greater sag. Furthermore, we know that the specific gravity of aluminum is lower than that of copper. Therefore, an aluminum conductor has almost one-half the weight of equivalent copper conductor. It means that aluminum is still 50% lighter in weight compared to equivalent copper. For this reason, the supporting structure for aluminum need not be made so strong as that of copper conductor. Thus, handling, transportation and erection becomes economical. Therefore, the issue of conductivity is now solved by aluminum without increase in its cost and weight compared to the copper. Now, considering the combined properties of cost, conductivity, tensile strength, weight, etc., aluminum has an edge over copper and has following advantages: low cost, less corona due to higher conductor diameter, less weight. Therefore, it is being widely used as a conductor material. It is particularly profitable to use aluminum for heavy current transmission, where the conductor size is large and its cost forms a major proportion of the total cost of the complete installation. However, aluminum has less tensile strength, high coefficient of expansion, large area which restricts its use alone as a conductor, and has greater sag. Furthermore, this conductor being light is liable to greater swings, may result in interphase faults, and requires larger cross arms for the prevention from the fault. Thus, it prohibits its use for long distance transmission. It means that if tensile strength issue is solved by any means, then aluminum conductor will be best option for long distance transmission. Now I am going to discuss how aluminum conductor steel reinforced solves all these issues. As we know that conductors made of all aluminum are not sufficiently strong mechanically for construction of long span lines. These deficiencies in strength can be compensated by adding a steel core to the conductor. Such a conductor is called steel core aluminum conductor or aluminum conductor steel reinforced. The aluminum gives the conductor its conductivity and the steel its mechanical strength. It is therefore considerably stronger than even hard-drawn copper wire of equivalent conductivity. Now the question may arise that reinforcement with steel will increase the weight, but actually the weight of composite conductor is still 25% less as compared with equivalent copper conductor. Thus, ACSR conductor fulfill all four properties required for a conductor to be used in overhead transmission line successfully. The steel core aluminum conductor have the following advantages. The important advantages of ACSR conductors are high tensile strength and light weight. The sag is therefore small and the line can be designed with the shorter supports or longer spans for a given sag. Due to the addition of steel core, skin effect is reduced in the conductor. The higher cross-section of the conductor enables to reduce the corona loss in the transmission line. It may be noted that the steel wires are galvanized in order to prevent the rusting and electrolytic corrosion. The process of applying a protective zinc coating to steel or iron or any metal in order to prevent rusting is known as galvanization. Figure shows the steel core aluminum conductor having one steel wire surrounded by 6 wires of aluminum. Usually, diameter of both steel and aluminum wire is the same. The cross-section of the two metals are generally in the ratio of 1:6 but can be modified to 1:4 in order to get more tensile strength for the conductor. Now I am going to discuss about smooth body ACSR conductor. A smooth body ACSR conductor is also known as compacted ACSR. In this conductor, conventional ACSR conductor is pressed through dies to flatten the aluminum strands into segmental shape as shown in the figures. The inter-strand spaces are filled and the diameter of the conductor is reduced without affecting its electrical or mechanical properties. Now I am going to discuss about the expanded ACSR conductor. The expanded conductors are made by adding a plastic or fibrous material between the steel core and aluminum strands as shown in the figure. This increases diameter of the conductor, which reduces corona loss and radio interference at extra high voltages. The filler material such as paper separates the inner steel strands from outer aluminum strands. Now I am going to show the different sizes of ACSR conductor. Just look at the figure which shows the grease is used in the ACSR conductor. Now one may confuse that why grease is used in ACSR conductor. Actually, the disadvantage with ACSR is that of corrosion, which is due to an electrochemical action between aluminum and steel core. In industrial and coastal areas, this galvanic corrosion may be serious to affect the life of conductor. The application of grease on the steel core helps in reducing this corrosion. Now look at the figure again which shows ACSR conductors with different sizes. It may be noticed that first figure shows an ACSR conductor which has 7 strands of steel and 24 strands of aluminum. Similarly, last figure shows an ACSR conductor which has 19 strands of steel and 54 strands of aluminum conductor. The different number of steel and aluminum strands are used depending upon the transmission voltage and required tensile strength. Friends, in this lecture I have discussed the aluminum conductor with its merits and demerits. I have discussed how aluminum conductor steel reinforced solve all the issues of conductivity, tensile strength, low specific gravity and low cost. I have discussed why ACSR conductor is widely used in extra high voltage transmission line instead of copper. That's all for today's lecture. I hope you really enjoyed this lecture. Friends, I upload many videos based on various topics of power system and motivation on regular basis. Therefore, don't forget to subscribe my channel in order not to miss my latest videos. And don't forget to share my videos with your friends and class fellows so that they can also get benefit from these videos. Thank you very much.